The homeless man outside my office wasn't who I thought he was. Every morning on my way to work, I'd pass the same homeless man sitting outside our office building. Rain, snow, heat. He was always there. He never asked for money, never bothered anyone, just sat quietly reading old books. Most people ignored him. A few coworkers made jokes. One guy called him the professor because he was always reading. One morning, I bought an extra coffee and handed it to him. He smiled and said, "Thank you." Most people don't even look at me. After that, we talk occasionally. Nothing deep, just random conversations. Books, sports, life. The weird thing was how smart he seemed. He knew a little about everything. History, business, technology. Honestly, talking to him was more interesting than talking to most people in the office. Then, one day, he disappeared. A week passed. Then two, no sign of him. Eventually, I forgot about it. A month later, our company announced a major meeting. Apparently, a billionaire investor was considering buying a large stake in the business. Everyone was nervous. The entire office gathered in the conference room. Then the door opened, and my jaw nearly hit the floor. Walking into the room was the homeless man, except he wasn't wearing old clothes anymore. He was wearing an expensive suit, and everyone stood up when he entered, including the CEO. I thought I was hallucinating. Then the CEO introduced him. The man I'd been giving coffee to was the founder of a massive investment company worth hundreds of millions. Turns out he wasn't homeless at all. After selling his previous company, he'd spent a year traveling and living as anonymously as possible. No assistance, no luxury cars, no special treatment. He wanted to see how people treated someone they believed had nothing, and apparently our office building had become one of his favorite places to sit. The meeting went on for hours. I barely heard a word. I was still trying to process what was happening. At the end, he stood up and pointed at me. My heart stopped. He said, "You're the only person here who consistently treated me like a human being." The room went silent. Then he smiled. I'd like him on the project team. That project ended up becoming the biggest opportunity of my career. A year later, it led to a promotion that completely changed my life. The crazy part? It all started with a $3 cup of coffee. How do you treat people when you think they have nothing to offer you?